what's happening in real estate today right here in Santa Clarita, because I don't care, outside of Santa Clarita is a whole unique world out there. So the numbers and information you receive from the media, one, it's old, two, it's got a political spin on it, or three, they don't know what the heck they're talking about it. So, and it doesn't relate to Santa Clarita. So what we do is we bring the local experts that understand what's going on today. So this is topical stuff. And today we have, I want to say it right, Heber?
Heber, right.
All right, Heber Gonzalez. He's with Keller Williams, one of our favorite places, VIP properties right down the street. Heber, thank you for joining us, buddy.
Oh, my pleasure.
Very
Great to be
cool.
here.
And he's a good friend of ours. We actually play softball together
Yeah,
even.
later game tonight.
Yeah, we're going to yeah. Nope, we already played that. We won, right?
That's yes.
So, and then on top of it, we have his, compatriot here and good friend and partner in crime of making sure that you get the best financing available, plus the best real estate professional available, Mr. Tony Valdez.
Thank you very much, Don.
Our one and
Gino.
only. Our one and only with Skyline Home Loans.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys on your show. Thanks for having us on.
You guys are muy guapo. Again, go to donandgino.com and click on the live streaming. You're going to see how good looking these guys are.
I don't know about muy guapo, but they definitely have more hair than we do.
Gino's a little sensitive after being a male model this last weekend.
Oh, I knew that was going to come up.
And Gino was nice enough to support the Seroptimus Club, easy for me to say. So good job, Gino.
And then, you know what? Like I told Don, it was a little nerve-wracking. Everybody was a little nervous. Walk the catwalk. What are we going to do? I'll tell you what you do. You have a couple drinks, and everything's just fine.
You were with a lot of industry studs and community who-to-who's, Chase Unruh and David Rendell, who runs Remax, and you had a lot of big wigs there.
Yeah, it was a great event. It was a full house, and they raised plenty of money for the cause, which is what was important.
Very cool. All right. So, Heber, Tony, let's talk about the real estate market today. Before we get into some of the topics you have here, we want to start off with the market has changed over the last 3 weeks, wouldn't you say, with the it heating up? I know we've seen a lot of activity, but it seems like the purchase market has really jumped in full feet this way. Because last year at this time, January, February,
Wah, wah.
yeah, it was flatline. A lot of people with little paddles going. Poof. Nope,
Clear.
not a
You
lot.
were looking for that
That
word.
was that.
Clear.
That was looking for clear. Thank you, Gino. So now it seems like it's hot and heavy. We've been warning people that you need to take action now because interest rates are going to rise eventually. We know that.
Yes.
And without a doubt, we warned you that sale prices are going to be going up. And is it a little bit a feast or famine out there? Because we're seeing the multiple offers.
Yeah, we are definitely seeing multiple offers. If I'm representing a buyer and I'm coming in, if you're not coming in with a strong offer, you're not ready, you don't have your lending in place, you don't have your solid down, you can't prove, you don't have strong financials to make an offer, it's going to be tough for you. So preparing that and working with the lender and getting all that in place, I vet my people through Tony here, and I make sure that I come in with a strong offer and work with people that are really well qualified to get them, and that's where we find the success. It is very low inventory. Things come on, they go on fast. The only things that you're going to see on the market nowadays are prices that are homes that are probably overpriced.
Yeah.
Buyers today, even at all ages, they know how to get the information quickly. They know how to price.
Yeah, they do. Huh?
That market out there is pretty easy to read. So people won't overpay, and they're not going to. And that, along with really tight appraisals, come in and really constrain the market. And, we're growing, but we're not going to grow that fast. We're going to grow at a very moderate rate, very conservative, and that's what's really going to make our market. So the key is not so much in trying to get a deal as it is in being strong financially or having your ducks in a row, essentially, so that the seller knows that you're a strong buyer and you could come in and you're going to basically close. If there's any doubt in their mind, then chances are you're going to get passed up.
Yeah, well, you mentioned vetting people through Tony, and that's one of the things we're seeing in this marketplace again is when the market's cold, people will take any offer because it's the only offer they have. But right now, when you have multiple offers, when you're representing a seller, you get kind of pick of the litter. You want to make sure that your lender's taking a look at what the other lender's saying that are approved Because as we talked on, sometimes people in our industry leave something to be desired as far as the due diligence they do when they look at
Yep.
when they look at someone's qualifications. They give someone a pre-approval letter to make them happy, but they really don't do the homework, and then they have problems on the backside.
Well, and that's not doing diligence for you, the buyer. Trust me on this. You think you want to hear what you want to, you want them to tell you what you want to hear, but you want to be properly prepared because this is one of the most stressful things you're going to go through. But actually, it doesn't have to be. And, Ever, when you're working with Tony, and Tony, you're working with Ever, don't you agree, Tony, that, being properly prepared takes away that stress?
Absolutely. Don, there's a lot to be said about having a lender like myself here at Skyline Home Loans properly do a pre-approval and vet out anything that can keep the loan from closing. So my job is to get a borrower pre-approved, look at all the financials, scrub the credit report, and make sure that whenever submits that offer, that loan is going to close. And especially right now with summer and spring upon us, this is the time when there's lots of activity. And what we want to do is position our buyers, our clients, to have the best opportunity to not only enter escrow, but to successfully close their transaction.
Boy, that's a key word right there, successfully, huh? Not just, pretend. You actually want to actually close, because this is a big deal. When you find the home of your dreams, it's emotional. It's something you really, really want, and that's why it's good that they work with good professionals. If you just tuned in, you're tuned into the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show, and we're here with Heber Gonzalez and Tony Valdez. Heber's with Keller Williams VIP Properties, one of the top real estate professionals out here, good friend, and somebody who's really accountable. We watch how Heber works, and he's a rock star. He really cares, and you're very knowledgeable. You listen to you. You're very specific on how to succeed. You're not wishy-washy, and that doesn't do a buyer or a seller any good to just tell them what they want to hear. You're like, nope, this is how you succeed, and we're going to properly prepare you, because this is a challenging market, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's something real estate it has so many different moving parts, and when you get into a transaction, if you're a seller, knowing how much to sell your house for, how to prepare it, how to properly prepare it, then how to market it, and then once you do market it, you get a bunch of essentially agents or buyers wanting to come buy it. How do you go through the process of vetting these people and making sure that they're pre-qualified, and then evaluating those offers and seeing, you may get an offer that's higher, but is that offer going to appraise?
Bingo.
So that's something that's huge that people don't think. They just look at the bottom line. But if they get 30 days down the line, now that the market's, the house has been on the market for an additional 30 days, that decreases the likability of the property and the value of it, essentially, from a market standpoint. Because the first thing that people look at is days on market. How long has it been on the market? It's probably the third question that people ask me whenever they want to buy a house. They call me and they ask me, okay, how much do you want for it? How big is it? Or some general question. And then the third thing is, how long has it been on the market?
Yeah, they're already negotiating, aren't they?
And if you say anything, if you want to say higher days, you're going to get a lowball offer. And that happens a lot. So you definitely want to put it on the market. You want to put it priced would think that would be the most important thing to do. And then once you do get the offers, know how to evaluate them, and that's what you can use the real estate professional.
I love getting such great information from a true professional. Thank you, Heber. Heber Gonzalez with Keller Williams VIP Properties. Tony Valdez, one of our top experts here in lending and financing for Skyline Home Loans, and we're going to share some great information coming up about young buyers, why they're so demanding, and also something Gino likes to call them Trullo. Trello, which is Zillow and Trulia, and how it's affecting the business, and how you need to know how it is affecting you, because there's better ways to potentially succeed in the industry today. So don't go away. We'll be right back with the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show.